अच्छा जी। तो टुडे वी आर डूइंग पेपर 42 ऑफ 2018। दिस इज केमिस्ट्री। ठीक है। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। गिव द नेम ऑफ द प्रोसेस दैट इज यूज्ड टू ऑब्टेन वाटर फ्रॉम एक्वस सोडियम क्लोराइड। ठीक है, तो सोडियम क्लोराइड से वाटर अगर हमें हासिल करना हो तो हाउ कैन वी ऑब्टेन ए लिक्विड फ्रॉम ए सॉल्यूट विच वाज सॉलिड। इसका आंसर क्या होता है? डिस्टिलेशन। ठीक है, इधर हम लोगों को डिस्टिलेशन करनी पड़ेगी। अच्छा, द क्वेश्चन, इफ द क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड हाउ कुड वी ऑब्टेन सोडियम क्लोराइड फ्रॉम द सॉल्यूशन। इफ अगर हम लोगों को सोडियम क्लोराइड हासिल करना होता है सॉल्यूशन से तो वी कुड हैव डन एवापोरेशन टिल ड्राइनेस। लेकिन क्योंकि हमें लिक्विड कलेक्ट करना है तो हमें एवापोरेट करके लिक्विड को दूसरी जगह कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड डिस्टिलेशन। सही है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है हमारे पास?
ठीक है।
टू प्रोड्यूस लेड फ्रॉम मोल्टन लेड टू ब्रोमाइड। मोल्टन लेड टू ब्रोमाइड से लेड।
इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस।
एक्सेलेंट, इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करेंगे। जैसे ही आपको मोल्टन की आवाज है और आपको उससे कोई मेटल की हासिल करने का बात है तो यूजुअली क्या हो रहा होता है? इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस ही हो रहा होगा। ठीक है। टू सेपरेट एन इनसॉल्युबल सॉलिड फ्रॉम अ लिक्विड। इनसॉल्युबल, इनसॉल्युबल का मतलब जो पानी में डिसॉल्व नहीं हुआ होगा, तो कैसे उसको हासिल कर सकते हैं?
फिल्ट्रेशन।
एक्सीलेंट, वी कैन जस्ट कंडक्ट फिल्ट्रेशन। सही है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। टू सेपरेट द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ पेट्रोलियम। पेट्रोलियम के कंपोनेंट्स कैसे सेपरेट कर रहे होते हैं क्रूड ऑयल के? इट्स फ्रैक्शनल distillation. That is how you get different components from crude oil, right? From petroleum distillation. ठीक है। The other name for petroleum, कभी कभी वो पेट्रोलियम का वर्ड यूज करते हैं, कभी कभी वो इसको क्रूड ऑयल बोलते हैं। क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? क्रूड ऑयल। ठीक है।
क्रूड ऑयल।
So both the names are synonymous to one another. To separate a mixture of colored dyes से कैसे हम लोग जो है उनको आपस में सेपरेट कर सकते हैं? You hear the word colored, you hear the word dyes. This comes in only one place and that is
क्रोमेटोग्राफी।
chromatography. ठीक है।
यस।
All right. उसके बाद next question is, this question is about the elements in period 3 of the periodic table. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. For each of the following, identify a period 3 element which matches the description. Each element may be used once, more than once, or not at all. ठीक है। तो हर element जो है एक दफा या एक से ज्यादा दफा इस्तेमाल हो सकता है या बिल्कुल इस्तेमाल नहीं हो सकता। इट इज योर चॉइस। The first question says, state which pH element forms an oxide with a macromolecular structure. मैक्रोमोलिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर का मतलब होता है जायंट कोवेलेंट स्ट्रक्चर। क्या मतलब होता है? जायंट कोवेलेंट स्ट्रक्चर। तो यूजुअली कौन होते हैं जायंट कोवेलेंट स्ट्रक्चर वाले? ग्रुप 4, राइट? GROUP, ग्रुप 4। ठीक है। तो आपके पास जो है ग्रुप 4 कौन से वाला होगा यहाँ पर? ये सिलिकॉन
सिलिकॉन।
होगा, राइट? तो द आंसर वुड बी सिलिकॉन। बिल्कुल। सिलिकॉन का SiO2 होता है जो कि आपके पास एक जायंट
जाइम मोलेकुलर स्ट्रक्चर।
मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर बनाया हुआ होता है, जायंट कोवेलेंट स्ट्रक्चर बनाया होता है। ठीक है। इज एक्सट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम द ओर बॉक्साइट। तो बॉक्साइट इज द
एल्यूमिनियम।
ओर ऑफ, वेरी गुड, एल्यूमिनियम। गुड। ठीक है। इज सॉफ्ट मेटेलिक एंड स्टोर्ड इन ऑयल। सॉफ्ट, तो विच ऑफ द मेटल्स, क्योंकि मेटल है, विच इज अ सॉफ्ट मेटल? वी से ग्रुप 1 मेटल्स आर सॉफ्ट मेटल, तो यानी कि सोडियम, राइट?
या।
दिस इज द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ ग्रुप 1 metals. ठीक है। they are soft metals, they can be easily cut by
ऑल ऑफ देम आर
blunt.
स्टोर्ड इन ऑयल
Yes, all of them, all group 1 metals are stored in oil. Why?
बिकॉज दे आर टू हाईली रिएक्टिव।
Very good, because they're highly reactive. ठीक है। तो next question says, is a green gas at room temperature and pressure?
क्लोरीन।
तो very good, you did not even have to look at it, it is chlorine, Cl। ठीक है। chlorine, and it is in the form of Cl2। ठीक है। Provides an inert atmosphere in lamps. So which one produces an inert atmosphere? So what is the meaning of inert?
फुली आर्गन, मतलब फुली
वेरी गुड।
ऑलरेडी
हाँ,
इलेक्ट्रॉन शेल।
बिल्कुल। कोशिश अच्छी थी, वही बात है, कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छा है। द वन विद कंप्लीट वेलेंस शेल। ठीक है। इनर्ट
वैलेंस
का
शेल।
जो लिटरल मीनिंग है वो क्या होती है बेटा?
कैन
अनरिएक्टिव। क्या
नॉट
होती है?
रिएक्ट। या।
अनरिएक्टिव।
अनरिएक्टिव।
ऑलराइट,
या।
सही है। एंड ग्रुप 8 एलिमेंट्स आर अनरिएक्टिव, तो इसमें से ग्रुप 8 कौन था? आर्गन था। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन says, forms two different oxides during the contact process. So which one forms oxides during the contact process? The contact process is what?
Mr. Mariam joined.
Has
Hello,
Mariam
hello.
joined? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you guys?
अच्छा जी, तो we had the entrance of Mariam. अब हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं. Forms two different oxides during the contact process. Beta, if you remember contact process, it was the process to make sulfuric acid
Sulfuric acid,
H2SO4, right?
look, I said
बिल्कुल.
cell.
जी 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 बिल्कुल आपने सेल कहा था. ठीक है. तो forms two different oxides during the contact process. तो sulfuric acid बनाने के लिए of course you're gonna need sulfur, right? And of course you do need sulfur. Sulfur first forms sulfur dioxide and then it further forms sulfur trioxide, right? So sulfur, and why sulfur? Because first forms SO2, then SO3. ठीक है. Next question is non-metallic and an important component of fertilizers. So which one is non-metallic
Oh.
and is an important
Sir,
component?
Your
Yes.
screen stopped sharing.
stop share.
What? One second. Let me pause.
What's
All right. So the next question is which one is an important component of the fertilizers? All right. So out of these, which one is the important component for fertilizers? You should know that every plant nitrogen
Magnesium.
is not present over here. Non-metallic, it says non-metallic. All right. So we obviously are going to cross these three out because they are metals. ठीक है. After we cross these three out, we have silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and argon.
Phosphorus.
And we hear phosphorus a lot in fertilizers. ठीक है. You should remember three important ions for fertilizers are potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. All right. So potassium,
And
phosphorus, and
magnesium.
nitrogen are very important. Magnesium is also extremely important. That is true. But magnesium, I believe it is readily available in the soil. Therefore, you don't really see it in fertilizer. You see potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen in fertilizer a lot. ठीक है. है तो ये आंसर होगा आपका phosphorus. ठीक है. Next question says complete the following table. Particle 2311 Na वगैरह वगैरह. How many neutrons would it have? So how many neutrons does 2311 Na have?
Neutrons?
Not pulling out my
12.
calculator. 12.
12.
Very good, very good. 12. Why 12? Because you're going to subtract 11 from 23, right? What about this chloride ion?
17 protons
okay.
and 18
18 electrons.
Shabash. 17 protons and 18 electrons. And number of nucleons. So what is nucleon number?
37.
Very good, 37. The mass is the nucleon number, right? So yeah, the nucleon number is the mass, right? Mass. ठीक है. What about 5626? You just have to go. You have to. Very excellent. क्या बात है? Did you remember this?
No, I have the periodic table.
Oh, you have the periodic table. फिर ठीक है.
Yeah.
So yes, 26.
Wait, can we check if
atomic
there's
number
any
is
electrons
Fe.
का फर्क? है? There is a फर्क.
Yes, there is a फर्क. There is a फर्क. There is a फर्क.
So it's going to be
there are
2 plus.
very good. Plus 2. सही है, because there are two more, two less electrons than protons. ठीक है. Next question says, good eye, Mariam. Potassium reacts with bromine at room temperature to form potassium bromide. Write a chemical equation for this reaction. Includes state symbols. ठीक है. तो आपको state symbols भी include करने पड़ेंगे. और
K plus Br is.
Br is pani.
So also just one, right? Yeah. Right?
Bromine is always Br2.
Okay. So then
gives
KBr2.
not KBr2, but
No.
KBr.
K2Br.
You have to know how,
KBr.
you have to know how to write the formula.
Because
K
it's
is plus one
it's
and
just plus
minus
1 and minus 1.
Yes, so it's gonna be KBr,
and now
right?
K के पीछे 2 और KBr के पीछे 2.
Very good. They've also asked to include state symbols. The questions of 3 marks. Potassium is a metal, therefore it will be
solid.
Very good. It will be solid. What about bromine? Bromine is
liquid.
Very good. And KBr is?
I have no
Liquid.
idea.
Liquid.
No, it's an ionic compound. It will be solid. ठीक है?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, okay, smart. That's how you do it. अच्छा.
Ionic
If
compounds are
if there was water
solids.
over here, then KBr would be aqueous, AQ. But there's no water over here. ठीक है? Potassium
What?
bromide exists as an ionic lattice. What is meant by the term ionic lattice? What is meant by the term ionic lattice?
A
Components.
bunch of ionic compounds joined together in a
A
lattice.
bunch of ions joined together in a lattice. सही है, चलो एक मार्क मिल जाएगा.
Wait, 1 second.
With positive
I read the
with
definition
electrostatic
first.
forces of attraction.
What is the absolute definition of lattice? What is a lattice?
Okay,
Lattice is a
ionic regular arrangement of alternating positive and negative ions.
wow, very good. Where did you get that from?
I wrote it.
Excellent. Ionic lattice
Also from your
is
notes.
G, the regular.
So this is the part of the video where you like you go and make sure to
And
check out.
check out
नहीं,
my
नहीं.
notes in the description if you.
नहीं, we don't have to publicize my notes enough. मतलब है
Okay.
सारे बच्चों के पास मौजूद होते हैं, फ्री के ही है वो. Ionic lattice is the regular repeating
Arrangement of
That is like
alternating
real,
positive
you know?
and
Like he knows. When all these teachers think their notes are like the best. Like he knows सबके
yeah,
पास होता
no, he also
बिल्कुल.
thinks it's the best. But
है. Yeah,
My
yeah.
notes are awesome, of course, but खैर, that is a discussion of when we're not recording. ठीक है? Repeating
yes.
arrangement. Ionic lattice is the regular repeating arrangement of positive and
Of
negative
alternating.
ions. चलो, alternating is also a good word. Of alternating ions.
Ion.
कोई मसला परेशानी दुख तकलीफ?
No, sir.
ओके. बेसिकली लैटिस का मतलब होता है रेगुलर रिपीटिंग पैटर्न. ठीक है? रेगुलर रिपीटिंग स्ट्रक्चर, दैट इज अ लैटिस. ठीक है? अब अगर आयोनिक है तो आयंस होंगे उसके अंदर. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एक्सप्लेन व्हाई पोटेशियम ब्रोमाइड डज नॉट कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी व्हेन सॉलिड बट डज कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी व्हेन मोल्टन. दिस इज आल्सो अ वेरी
It can only conduct electricity in the molten or aqueous state because of the
Because it is
free
an ionic
flowing ions
compound.
that
वेरी गुड.
aren't that are
बस
there
सही.
in the
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. आप
Yes.
इस तरह लिखोगे, इस तरह लिखोगे. देखो, इट्स अ 2 mark question, right? So first we're going to tell you, say why it can't conduct in solid, then you're
it
going to answer
doesn't
why
have
it
free
can.
flowing
Right.
electrons.
Very good. In
Yeah.
solid state,
It doesn't have free form. Yeah.
in solid state, the ions are fixed in their positions and cannot move or flow, while in liquid, the ions can flow freely. कोई मसला परेशानी दुख तकलीफ?
No, sir.
Next question says concentrated aqueous potassium bromide is an electrolyte. What is meant by the term electrolyte? So what is an electrolyte?
A ionic compound is dissolved in the
It's
water.
electrolyte. It's a molten substance or aqueous substance
molten
that
aqueous.
undergoes electrolysis.
Very good. Molten or liquid?
Molten or aqueous?
जी, molten or aqueous.
So molten.
Molten.
Molten or AQUEOUS, aqueous substances which conduct electricity by flow of ions, which conduct electricity by flow of ions, right? And also we can also say electrolyte, right? They decompose and decompose. They chemically change during the process. Any problems?
Nope.
No, sir.
Next question says that describe the electrolysis of concentrated aqueous potassium bromide. Include an ionic half equation for the reaction at the cathode, the name of the product at the anode, the name of the potassium compound formed. ठीक है, तो we have to do all these things. तो बेटा
Okay,
क्या है?
so at the
Concentrated, right?
cathode, the cation is gonna go,
So
which means
first
it's
of all,
gonna be potassium or hydrogen.
very good. So first of all, we have to list the ions that are present in this reaction: H plus,
Hmm.
K plus, right? You've talked about
Yeah.
two. And what about the
And
anions that are
then
present?
Br minus and OH minus.
Oh,
But
minus.
since bromine is a halogen and
Yeah.
this is a concentrated solution, then
Bromine
the
will
bromine
be
is
released.
discharged.
Bromide will be discharged, and
Yes.
bromine
And
will
in
be
the plus,
released.
the hydrogen will be
The
because
hydrogen
it is
will be
the most
because K is the most reactive.
yeah, K is
बिल्कुल
more reactive than hydrogen.
बिल्कुल
So
बिल्कुल सही है.
then we
So
start.
now you're going to talk about the stuff. An ionic
In
half
anode,
equation for
it's
the reaction at cathode.
oxidation.
ठीक है, the name of
So
product and
Okay.
the name of potassium compound.
Cathode पे it's gonna be like
cathode
H plus E.
reduction at cathode. Reduction is
Acha,
gain of
2H
electron.
plus 2E minus
Yeah,
arrow.
gain of electron.
Huh?
Yeah.
During
gain
the
of electron.
electrolysis,
Yeah, okay.
H plus ions will be attracted
At the
to
anode, you
the
just have to write the name. So like just hydrogen will be attracted to the
cathode and get discharged.
Oh, at the cathode. Never mind.
And then there will be 2H plus 2E
And then we write
minus.
2H plus 2E minus
Arrow H2.
So,
produces H2 because we are so good. We also know that their state symbols are aqueous and gas. ठीक है. उसके बाद full stop.
The name
On
of the product at the anode. Okay.
very good. The name of the product at the anode.
Bromine.
bromide.
On the other hand,
No, but the brown fumes of bromine gas are produced. I think.
बिल्कुल
Yeah.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल very good. So we are going to say it like this. On the other hand,
Sir, bromine sometimes it's in red, sometimes it's brown. Like I don't get it. The chemistry marking scheme is just
no beta, reddish brown. So always choose brown as
दोनों
your
बोल
answer.
दो.
ठीक है. Officially आपके पास क्या है? Bromine brown है. ठीक है. Bromine is brown. याद रखिएगा. Reddish कहीं भी लिखा हुआ है, don't choose that. आपको अगर कभी भी लिखना हो, हमेशा brown लिखना है. ठीक है. It will always be
ठीक है.
considered correct.
Okay.
क्या लिखा है? Bromide ions. On the other hand, bromide ions will get discharged at anode.
And the potassium compound is potassium hydroxide.
And observation भी देनी है ना?
To
The
produce
product.
बिल्कुल.
वैसे इन्होंने क्वेश्चन में हिंट दे दिया कि पोटेशियम नहीं होगा.
Yeah, the name of the potassium compound form. बिल्कुल, they've given the hint. Bromine gas. ठीक है. Leaving behind.
Potassium hydroxide.
Very good. Potassium.
Hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide.
Potassium hydroxide. KOH. Full stop. Any problems?
Nope.
Next
No,
question. When
sir.
molten potassium bromide is electrolyzed, the products at the cathode is different. Name the product at cathode when molten potassium bromide is electrolyzed. All right.
It's potassium.
So it's potassium.
Yeah.
Potassium K.
I love
ठीक है.
electrolysis.
Next question says iodine reacts with chlorine to form iodine monochloride ICl as the only product. Write the chemical equation for this reaction. So iodine, which is I2, is going to react
Okay.
with chlorine, which is Cl2.
Cl2.
They
And-
both have minus, right?
Well,
Okay,
it's a
so-
covalent compound, beta. So it's going to form ICl. उन्होंने
अच्छा.
formula बताया हुआ है, ठीक है. They both minus की यहाँ पे बात
Two.
नहीं होगी. And यहाँ पे 2 लग जाएगा equation balance करने के लिए.
State symbols देनी है because it's 2 marks.
I think
Well,
the
they haven't
writing the
asked us. They haven't asked us to include the state symbol, and we've balanced it, so it's all right. अगर state symbol देनी होती iodine for most part is a
Solid.
solid,
Liquid.
ठीक है,
Oh.
and
And
chlorine
chlorine
is
is
a
a gas.
gas, and then ICL would probably be gas. Would probably be,
Why?
but we're not sure. Because ICL is a covalent compound with a simple molecular structure, and we don't know if that simple molecular structure is going to be a solid or not. Like iodine का तो हमें पता है ना कि we know iodine is solid. That's why we can say iodine is solid. But
But
do
how
we
did
know
you
of?
guess gas? How did you guess it? The gas.
Because it has a simple molecular structure, ICL. And I
Yeah.
remember this reaction because this arrow is actually not this. This arrow is a reversible reaction.
Oh, okay.
ठीक है? That
So,
it's
so
given
then why
in.
didn't you write the
I've seen it
proof?
during my time in chemistry.
Then why didn't you
basically.
write reversible?
Because we are not sure of it being reversible from this question. इस क्वेश्चन को देख
Okay.
के we can't judge ना. हमें तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ
Hmm.
यही बताया हुआ है आयोडीन और क्लोरीन रिएक्ट करके ICL बना रहे हैं. ठीक है?
Say.
तो इस वजह से. और ये देख लो. Iodine monochloride has a melting point of 27 degrees Celsius.
Wait, draw a dot and
27,
cross.
27 degrees Celsius would probably mean
It's a
that
gas.
Oh,
it's a
acha.
solid.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Okay, it
Room
melts at
temperature.
27. Zana, ice melts at 0. So what is ice at -5? Solid?
Solid.
No, it's
So,
liquid.
huh?
I mean,
Well,
solid.
minus
Solid.
5, minus 5.
Yeah, minus is solid.
So
Yeah.
yeah, similarly, ICL if it melts at 27, so at 25 it would be solid.
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 And that's room temperature.
Yeah. अच्छा, उसके बाद हमारे पास क्या है? Draw a dot and cross diagram to show the electron arrangement in molecule of iodine monochloride.
They'll just share one.
Yeah, they'll share a pair of electron and they'll have 6 unpaired electrons, right?
Hmm.
And you should also remember this. मतलब this is like advanced level stuff, but you should know that iodine is much larger than chlorine, right? हम लोगों ने ये बात पढ़ी है कब? पीरियोडिक टेबल में हमने पढ़ा था कि रिएक्टिविटी ऑफ क्लोरीन इज ग्रेटर बिकॉज क्लोरीन का साइज छोटा होता है, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन उसके नजदीक होता है न्यूक्लियस के, सो इट कैन पुल द
Oh,
इलेक्ट्रॉन इन,
yes.
देयरफॉर इट इज मोर
Yes.
रिएक्टिव, राइट? तो इफ यू यूज दैट कॉन्सेप्ट, यू शुड रिमेम्बर कि आयोडीन जो है आपके पास वो साइज में बड़ा दिखना चाहिए और क्लोरीन साइज में थोड़ा छोटा दिखना चाहिए. बट व्हाट हैपेंस इफ यू ड्रॉ देम ऑफ द सेम साइज? Nothing. ठीक है? You'll still get the full marks, but if you draw them like this, you'll probably get distinction. अगर बाकी सारे सवाल सही हुए तो.
Distinction is like full marks, so I mean,
Distinction is full marks and more.
crazy.
Next question. Potassium bromide has a melting point of 734 degrees Celsius. Iodine monochloride has a melting point of 27 degrees Celsius. In terms of attractive forces, explain why there is a large difference between these melting points. ठीक है? तो we are going to explain it like this. पहले potassium bromide लिखा हुआ ना? तो what is potassium bromide? Which type of compound is it? Metallic compound, ionic compound, covalent compound, simple covalent compound?
Ionic.
It's an ionic compound. So we're going to say कि KBr, potassium bromide, KBr
Sure.
is an ionic compound with a
Are we gonna finish the
giant
whole paper
ionic
together?
lattice structure. We may not better because I have to leave by 6 p.m. because I have to go to a iftar party today. KBr is an ionic compound with a giant ionic lattice structure. ठीक है? ये पहली बात हो गई.
Held
Having
together by strong
very
electrostatic
good.
forces of
सही
attraction
बिल्कुल.
between the oppositely charged ions.
Held together. So this is a stereotypical answer once again, right? You guys are repeating an answer that you've written many times. तो आप लोग देख
Yeah.
सकते हैं, a lot of questions are stereotypical. KBr is an ionic compound with a giant ionic lattice structure held together with, yeah, held together by is the right grammar. Held together by strong electrostatic forces of attraction between oppositely charged ions. ठीक है? Oppositely charged ions. Full stop. On the other hand,
covalent structure, which it's a simple covalent
ICL,
structure,
very good, is
which
इस तरह लिखें,
which
Which is
is a
intermolecular,
simple
which is
yeah,
weak intermolecular forces of
covalent
attraction.
compound with weak
with
say what is that?
Yeah.
Weak intermolecular forces of attraction.
weak intermolecular forces of attraction, full stop. कोई मसला परेशानी दुख तकलीफ?
No, sir.
When chlorine gas is passed through aqueous potassium bromide, a redox reaction occurs. Of course, it would. Chlorine is more reactive. ठीक है. Write an ionic half equation showing what happens to chlorine molecule Cl2 in this reaction. So what happens to chlorine over here? Chlorine goes
I
from,
guess the
Reduction.
reduction.
very
It
good, 0
gains
to -1.
electrons.
So it gains electron. So Cl2 is gaining electron and forming what?
2Cl
Chloride
minus.
ions.
2Cl
Very good. 2Cl minus directly लिख लें आप लोग, आपकी
और
मर्जी है, ठीक
2E.
है? तो you're gonna
अच्छा
balance
नहीं
it, right?
E एक ही.
2E.
अच्छा.
नहीं 2E, because one chloride ion forms by gaining one electron. We have two chloride ions. So they both gained one electron each, right? So total of two
Same.
electrons needed to be gained. Explain why bromide ions Br minus act as reducing agent. So why are
Because it
bromide
gets
ions acting as
oxidized.
reducing agent? Because they are
Because it
getting
gets
oxidized. सही है. And
And they are reducing the chlorine. They are giving the electron.
very good. They are oxidized as they are the ones donating electron. Oxidized and donate electrons
Donate
to
blood. Save blood.
chlorine. ठीक है.
Right?
होता है रोजा है ना बेटा. Number 5. Oh, sorry,
Blah
it was
blah blah blah.
HI, not ICL. This is the equation that I keep saying. मुझे ये याद आता है वो ऊपर ICL की जगह. Hydrogen and
Okay.
iodine react together in a reversible reaction. Hydrogen iodide is formed. Colorless, purple, colorless. Okay. The forward reaction is exothermic. What is meant by the term equilibrium? We're gonna look
The
at the
forward and
engine
backward
later.
reactions are the forward and backward reactions are
Always
the
start
same.
like this. रुके ये देखें
Oh,
ये
And the
देखें.
I did
concentration
this
of the
question.
products and reactants
Wait,
Ji.
sir, this is a
constant.
repeating question.
Yes, this
So
is
repeating.
once again a generic stereotypical question with a
Oh
generic
my god.
stereotypical
Because
answer.
नहीं
You're
ये
gonna start like
exactly
this.
यही question था. Wait, I'll tell you. I'll
Yeah.
see if.
A
Iodine
state
वाले.
of
Yeah. When
reversible
the rate of
reaction.
backward reaction and forward reaction are
Is equal
equal
to
and the
forward reaction.
concentration on both sides are
Sides
constant.
are constant.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
Yeah.
the
She
exact
had
thing.
to highlight that constant.
Yes, constant, not equal. ठीक है?
Yes.
Yeah,
बिल्कुल
it's like highlighted in
मैंने भी वो
silver.
लिखा. No, I
बिल्कुल.
It's
literally
constant note.
when
It's
I was
constant.
answering this question, I literally opened sir's notes and I wrote exactly what he wrote.
Yes, because it's a once again a generic question. बार बार आता है ना, तो आप
This
हमेशा
came in
इसको start ऐसे ही
2021.
करेंगे. Yeah,
It
और
comes.
भी
But it
जगहों पे
was
होगा. It also comes in O
but
levels as well.
but it was like denitrogen tetroxide and nitrogen dioxide.
Well, whatever. वो होंगे.
Yeah.
वो जिसमें brown gas और वो थी brown gas और orange gas या brown gas और yellow gas ऐसे.
Colorless gas and brown gas.
Yes.
Reversible
Yes. I
reaction.
remember that question as well. खैर, a state of reversible reaction ऐसे start करेंगे आप हमेशा, because equilibrium is a state of reversible reaction in which rate of forward reaction
And background reaction are
equal to rate of backward reaction, keeping the concentration of products and reactants constant. Any problems?
No, sir.
Nope.
All right, then next question. The plunger of the gas syringe was pressed in while the end of the gas syringe was blocked. This increased the pressure. The position of equilibrium did not change. The color of gaseous mixture turned darker purple. Give a reason
Hmm.
why the position of equilibrium did not change. Why did equilibrium position did not change? When you
Because
increase pressure, it goes
and,
towards the side with lesser moles of gas,
Less
right?
yes,
moles.
and there are
Yeah.
equal number of moles
There are
of
equal number
gas.
of moles of gas on both sides. ठीक है तो
But how do
uh,
we write that in one line?
we say equal number of moles of gas on both sides. Equal
Acha.
number of moles of gas on both sides. First off, the examiner is not dumb. He'll understand what we mean by both sides. We don't have to say reactant side and product side necessarily if there is no space. ठीक है? Next question
Hmm.
suggests why the gaseous mixture turned darker purple even though the position of equilibrium did not change.
Because
I
the
mean,
rate of reaction increased, but
नहीं
the
नहीं नहीं.
Wait, suggest why the
uh,
gaseous mixture turned darker purple. Oh, because the particles came closer of the
Yes,
purple gas.
yes. When you
that
increase
means
the
rate of
pressure,
reaction increased. That means the same thing.
no rate of reaction तो
No,
change हुआ ही नहीं ना. There was no difference in reaction
मतलब वो
because
ज्यादा collisions ना.
नहीं, the equilibrium was maintained.
that's
Let's understand that the equilibrium was maintained already. ठीक है, सही है. यानी कि यहाँ पे 210 molecules of iodine है I2. ठीक है, सही है. Now you increase the pressure and position of equilibrium did not change. It means कि अभी भी 210 iodine molecules ही हैं.
हाँ तो the rate doesn't have anything to do with the amount of molecules though.
या सो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन चेंज होने से फर्क नहीं पड़ा ना. पर्पल कलर क्यों है? व्हाई इज देयर पर्पल
purple
कलर?
gas और करीब हो गई.
बिकॉज पर्पल गैस है. ठीक है, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस. रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन से ताल्लुक नहीं है. द कलर इज पर्पल बिकॉज ऑफ पर्पल gas. नाउ इफ देयर वाज मोर पर्पल gas, then it would be more purple. If there was less purple gas, it would be less purple. When you press this syringe inwards, the syringe comes inwards. So now there is more purple gas in a smaller region. Do you understand?
Oh, kind
If
of,
you,
yeah, but how do we
yes,
write this?
we are going to write it like this. We're going to say that more iodine per unit volume. There
Said easy English.
is more iodine per unit volume. What do we mean when we say per unit volume? Whenever you apply pressure, whenever we apply pressure, ठीक है, जब भी हम प्रेशर अप्लाई करते हैं तो हमेशा क्या होता है कि वॉल्यूम कम होता है अगर गैस है, राइट. लिक्विड या सॉलिड में ये चीज नहीं होती, गैस में होती है. व्हेनेवर वी अप्लाई प्रेशर, लिक्विड ये सॉलिड में नहीं, गैस के अंदर वॉल्यूम कम होता है. वी से पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम मतलब जितना भी वॉल्यूम पहले था उसके हिसाब से अब कम हो गया. देयर इज ग्रेटर अमाउंट ऑफ गैस पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम नाउ. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द टर्मिनोलॉजी?
Yeah.
मतलब गैस
Yes.
पार्टिकल्स आर क्लोजर टुगेदर. ठीक है, सही. तो देयर इज मोर
Hmm.
आयोडीन पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम गिविंग द कलर डार्कर पर्पल. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सेज द टेम्परेचर ऑफ गैस सिरिंज वाज इंक्रीज्ड. बस इसको छोड़
Oh.
दो. वी डोंट रियली नीड एनीथिंग. इट वाज इंक्रीज्ड. सही है.
Hmm.
द रिएक्शन वाज as you can say, as you can see, it's exothermic, right? मैंने आपको क्या
Hmm.
बोला? Whenever you see exothermic, just draw arrows like this, right?
Yeah. When I was solving the other paper, I did the same thing.
ठीक है, write exo like this and go back like this and write endo on this side. ठीक है. Now just understand this. Temperature was increased, right?
Mm-hmm.
According to Lee Chatelier principle, increase in
Endothermic
temperature
side. Endothermic
shifts
side.
reaction to the endothermic side. ठीक है. यहाँ पे
Yes.
क्वेश्चन क्या लिखा हुआ है कि what happened to position of equilibrium when temperature of gas syringe was increased? So it shifted to the endothermic side. But in position of equilibrium, we always say it shifts to the right, it shifts to the left, right?
Yes, so shift to the left side.
Very good. It shifts to the endothermic side, which is on the left side, so it shifts to the left. It shifts.
Oh, once I wrote it goes backwards something and then I got it wrong, but
Yes,
yeah.
नहीं, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल होना पड़ता है. What happens to and position of equilibrium? You always say it shifts to the right, ये shifts to the left. ठीक है. What happens to
Okay.
rate of? अगर ये क्वेश्चन होता, यही क्वेश्चन होता, सही है. बट यहाँ पे पोजिशन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम की जगह ऑल्टरनेटिवली पूछा जाता व्हाट हैपेंस टू द रेट ऑफ बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन व्हेन टेम्परेचर ऑफ गैस सिरिंज वाज इंक्रीज्ड. डू यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई जस्ट सेड? मैंने क्या
Yeah,
बोला?
it will
Yeah,
increase.
increase.
Very good, excellent. And if they asked what happened to rate of forward reaction if the temperature was increased?
Decrease.
Decreased.
Very good, सही है। तो you have to know the terminologies and when to use them, ठीक है?
Okay.
So it's only the rate will change. The amount of product formed won't change no matter
No,
Wait,
what.
sir,
no,
अगला
the
question
amount of
यही
product
है.
formed will of course change. अरे wow,
That's literally the next question.
wow.
Uh-huh.
See, so I am
Wow.
qualified to be an IGCSE examiner, but चलो ये बात रिकॉर्ड हो गई गलती से. What happened to the rate of forward reaction and rate of backward reaction when the temperature of gas syringe was increased from 250 to 300? तो rate of forward reaction जो है decrease.
Or backward increase.
So what do you mean the amount? Like the amount of the products formed will also increase and decrease, right?
नहीं, if you increase the temperature, ठीक है, if you increase the temperature, the amount of product that was forming will decrease. Like
Decrease
for
and
example, if
amount
it
of
was
reactants
forming,
will increase.
if it was 60-40 at 250, now it will be maybe 55 and 45. Product
Same.
decrease हो जाएगी, ठीक है. लेकिन if someone
That
asks
makes
you what
sense.
will happen to rate of reaction, temperature बढ़ाने पे rate of reaction will always increase.
Hmm.
तो ये मतलब 45% जल्दी बन जाएगा.
Okay.
Hmm.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या
Sir,
लिखा हुआ है? जी सर.
seriously,
जी
when are
सर.
we gonna do क्या कहते हैं chemistry ATP? Because in the mock जो हुआ था in the chemistry ATP, the last question I got it completely wrong. So I desperately need that.
इट्स ओके. मैं आप लोगों को 15 मिनट्स ही पढ़ाता हूँ, फिर उसके बाद रिकॉर्डिंग रोक के फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगा कुछ. थोड़ी सी आपकी तारीफ करनी है मुझे. सही है.
Wow.
अच्छा,
क्यों?
बस
Okay.
ऐसे ही शौक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. All sodium salts are soluble in water. All nitrates are soluble in water. Barium carbonate is insoluble in water. Um, Describe how you would make a pure dry sample of barium carbonate by precipitation. Include the names of starting materials, full practical details, a chemical equation. You want to prepare a sodium salt. नहीं,
Yes.
you do not want to. You want to prepare barium carbonate, ठीक है? So I don't understand. अच्छा हाँ, they've made it easy for you. They've told you all sodium salts are soluble, all nitrate salts are
Nitrates
soluble.
are soluble.
They've given you a hint. You want to prepare barium carbonate, ठीक है? You want to
So
prepare?
you're gonna use like
Sodium, barium nitrate, and
yeah,
Very good. क्या बात है? You're
yeah,
gonna use barium nitrate.
and sodium
sodium
carbonate.
carbonate.
Very good. Yes.
Wow,
Sodium
Jinx.
carbonate, ठीक है? तो this question is also repeat. मतलब barium carbonate, the literal question has come in a recent past paper 2024 या 2023, और मैंने आप लोगों को सॉल्व कराया था. और आप लोग जरा पास्ट पेपर जाके देखना, वहां पे नीचे यहाँ पे जगह थी और यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा था anion. A soluble anion can always be taken from sodium salt and a soluble cation can always be taken from a nitrate salt.
पहले ये
Nitrate
लिख के
salts
देते थे
हमेशा.
the sodium salts are soluble and nitrate salts are soluble, but they don't write that anymore.
Yeah, that is why you have to remember it. ठीक है? And it
Yeah.
is easy to remember. You always use sodium and nitrates. ठीक है? तो बेरियम नाइट्रेट और सोडियम कार्बोनेट आपस में रिएक्ट करेगा तो बेरियम कार्बोनेट बन जाएगा. ठीक है? तो you're gonna say describe how you would make pure dry sample of whatever by precipitation include whatever. ठीक है? तो आप स्टार्ट करेंगे टेक अ बीकर. Why is it purple? हमेशा कैसे स्टार्ट करते हैं? टेक अ बीकर and add equal volumes barium nitrate BaNO3 BaNO3 whole twice and sodium carbonate Na2CO3. सही है? फुल स्टॉप. ठीक है? सही है? यहां तक हो गया. आपने रिएक्टेंट्स डाल दिए, अब रिएक्टेंट्स रिएक्ट करके प्रेसिपिटेट बना रहे हो. ठीक है? तो उसके बाद आप क्या करेंगे? अब आप जो है क्या करेंगे कि सोडियम कार्बोनेट जब आपने बेरियम नाइट्रेट और सोडियम कार्बोनेट को आपने जो है वो कर दिया, डाल दिया तो उसके बाद आपके पास जो है ये दोनों रिएक्ट करना शुरू करेंगे और एक प्रेसिपिटेट बनना स्टार्ट होगा राइट इन द बीकर। आप देखेंगे कि
सर
बीकर
ये
के
कौन
अंदर
सा मेथड है, ये मेथड ए बी या फिर वो लास्ट वाला?
बेटा इट्स द प्रेसिपिटेशन मेथड।
ओके।
Preparation of insoluble salt is always the precipitation method. So you use excess of both the soluble salts, ठीक है? Equal volumes of barium nitrate and sodium carbonate आपने ले लिया, ठीक है? Wait till no more precipitates of white barium carbonate are formed, ठीक है? जब तक के बेरियम कार्बोनेट के वाइट प्रेसिपिटेट्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं तब तक आप रुके रहेंगे, आप वेट करेंगे, ठीक है? रिएक्शन आप इक्वेशन लिख लें अब यहाँ पे, सही है? रिएक्शन की इक्वेशन लिख लेंगे यहाँ पे, अगर हम लोग चाहें तो इक्वेशन लिख लेते हैं। इक्वेशन पर्पल से लिख लेते हैं। बेरियम नाइट्रेट BaNO3 होल ट्वाइस
लिखा
प्लस,
हुआ है a chemical equation
oh we
necessary.
have to write the chemical equation, तो let's just write the chemical equation। और केमिकल इक्वेशन अगर लिख मांगी ही है उन्होंने तो केमिकल इक्वेशन वहां लिख लेते हैं जहाँ पे मांगी है। BaNO3 होल ट्वाइस प्लस सोडियम कार्बोनेट
Is that
Na2CO3।
like the examiner is gonna check that part?
Yes, why not?
No.
Yes, he will।
हैं? ऊपर?
Yeah, he will check this।
Why?
How?
It's on the page right there,
Yeah,
ठीक है?
but it's ignoring the lines.
चलो तो आप लोग इसको पहली लाइन पे लिख लीजिएगा। I've seen the examiner's report, I think, and they say that one line below the final answer and one line above the first answer, they can check. Barium
Oh, okay.
nitrate, sodium carbonate, they'll react together and they'll produce barium carbonate BaCO3 and sodium nitrate NaNO3, and you're gonna do whole twice,
Nano.
मतलब two, ठीक है? um
Nano.
so until no more white precipitates are formed, then filter
And dry.
the solution and
Oh wait, collect
collect
the
the
residue.
residues.
Yeah, and then dry it between a few sheets of filter paper.
Nahin, wash it as well, residue, and
Oh, wash with distilled water.
rinse it with distilled water. Then dry between few sheets of filter paper. Then
So the more past
dry
papers we do for chemistry, the more it
between.
feels like almost all past papers are like somewhat same.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But for like
Dry
chemistry
between
is like
few
this. For
sheets of.
physics, I don't feel like that.
फिजिक्स में तो भाई हर साल नए वो
अलग ही
निकल
कुछ
रहे होते
चीज है
हैं
यार।
कुछ नया इजाद हो रहा होता है
Yeah, every year some new concept.
Yeah.
It's because physics has a lot of calculation and calculation can change every day. Numbers ही तो change करना है.
बट
Dry between
वो
few
भी
sheets of
सिर्फ
filter
नंबर
paper.
सिर्फ चेंज होते हैं तो फिर सही होता बट इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ अदर स्टफ एज वेल
Like
because
in
there's so many
maths,
concepts they can ask about.
yeah. I think there's like for physics, like they take something from every chapter. But for chemistry, they don't do that. They
Yeah,
just like
for
they
physics
only
it's
take
like the every
important.
yeah for physics literally every paper is divided into like the chapters
Yeah.
वो is
like
chemistry.
सब
इनफैक्ट आप फिजिक्स के अंदर बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो हैं वो रह जाते हैं जो कि नहीं पूछे जाते। केमिस्ट्री के अंदर ऐसा है कि तकरीबन पूरा सिलेबस पूछा जाता है पास पेपर में।
सर ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री इतना थोड़ा सा आता है इन पे, सब कुछ तो नहीं आता। And then it's like
Okay,
electrolysis is so much every year, and then this equilibrium is also so much every year.
यस, तो सारे चैप्टर से आता है। आपके पास एनर्जेटिक्स
Mhm.
एनर्जी प्रोफाइल डायग्राम बनाने को हर साल आती है। इक्विलिब्रियम
Yeah.
से
वो
हमेशा
कम
आता
आती है
है।
लेकिन the enthalpy change one
You either
Econ?
get the energy profile diagram, you all either get to calculate the enthalpy change now.
Till this day, I don't know when to do when. I just wing it. I'm like, अच्छा, चलो.
When you see a
whatever
graph, you
makes
just have to
sense.
draw the enthalpy profile diagram, and when you don't have the graph, you have to calculate the enthalpy change. But चलो उस पे आते हैं, अगर वो क्वेश्चन आता है तो उसे देखेंगे। Nitrates decompose when heated. Write a chemical equation for decomposition of sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate की decomposition लिखनी है Na2, sorry, sodium nitrate is not Na2, NaNO3 है, ठीक है? सही है। When it will be heated, it will produce
Does
what?
that mean
It will
it's a
produce,
reversible reaction?
well,
Hmm.
we do not know from the equation, so we're not going to judge that, ठीक है? But
How do you know
Okay.
it's sodium oxide?
sorry, what?
How do you know that sodium
नहीं,
oxide is formed?
it's not sodium oxide. It's going to be सोडियम नाइट्राइड, NaNO3
Oh,
से NaNO2 और ऑक्सीजन गैस बनेगी। ग्रुप 1 जो है वो ऐसे डिकम्पोज होता है,
Okay.
NaNO2
I.
एंड ऑक्सीजन। दिस इज हाउ ग्रुप 1 मेटल्स डिकम्पोज। तो बेटा ग्रुप 1 मेटल्स जो हैं उनकी डिकम्पोजिशन का पैटर्न अलग होता है। तो ग्रुप 1 मेटल नाइट्रेट्स, सही है, जब उनको हीट करते हैं आप, जब उनको आप हीट करते हैं, दे ऑलवेज प्रोड्यूस metal nitride MnO2 and produce oxygen, ठीक है? This is how they react, this is how they decompose. This used to be something you had to remember off the top of your head. Now you don't have to remember group 1, now you have to remember group 2. अब कौन सा याद करना पड़ता है?
Group
ग्रुप
2.
2 मेटल नाइट्रेट्स, ठीक है? और जो ग्रुप 2 मेटल नाइट्रेट्स होते हैं उनकी थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन ऐसे होती है कि आपके पास मेटल ऑक्साइड बनता है MO, ठीक है, साथ में NO2 बनता है, और साथ में अभी से याद कर लो हाफ मोल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन बनता है, बाद में बैलेंसिंग के लिए आसान हो जाएगी, ठीक है?
Okay.
Sir, I heard like you do fractions in like IGCSE in like ये क्या
You
कहते हैं
can.
balancing में आप fractions नहीं डाल सकते.
नहीं, यू हर्ड रॉन्ग बेटा, यू कैन एब्सोल्युटली यूज फ्रैक्शंस, ठीक है?
Okay.
वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोबेबली बी यूजिंग फ्रैक्शन राइट हियर, क्योंकि अभी बैलेंस करने को आगे, ठीक है? अच्छा, तो दिस वाज बेसिकली अ ग्रुप 1, तो मेटल नाइट्राइट हो गया और ऑक्सीजन हो गया, ठीक है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या लिखा हुआ है? द अनबैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन फॉर द डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ हाइड्रेटेड कॉपर टू नाइट्रेट क्रिस्टल्स इज शोन, बैलेंस द केमिकल इक्वेशन फॉर दिस रिएक्शन। इस केमिकल इक्वेशन को आपने बैलेंस करना है, इट्स वेरी इजी। देखें बेटा, वाटर मॉलिक्यूल तो उतने ही बनेंगे जितने पहले थे, 3 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ वाटर थे, तो यहाँ तो 3 आ जाएगा, इसकी तो टेंशन हमें बिल्कुल भी नहीं, बल्कि है यहाँ पे 6 आएगा, क्योंकि 2 3 आर 6 होता है, सही है? ऑल राइट, तो ये तो हो गया। अच्छा, कॉपर,
So the 2 is also like in the H2O.
yes, 2 is for everything, 2 is for copper, 2 is for nitrogen, 2 is for oxygen, 2 is for H2O, ठीक है? सही है?
Okay.
अच्छा, तो कॉपर विल बी 2, राइट?
Yeah.
सही है। अच्छा, नाइट्रोजन कितने होंगे? 2 2 जा 4, राइट? क्योंकि नाइट्रोजन
Hmm.
ऑलरेडी ट्वाइस थे, तो ये ट्वाइस को फर्दर ट्वाइस करेंगे तो 4 टाइम्स हो जाएगा, राइट? तो दिस विल बिकम 4, दिस विल बिकम 4, ठीक है?
Yeah.
बस बैलेंस हो
It's
गई ना?
balanced.
आई
Yeah.
थिंक इट विल बी बैलेंस, लेट्स लुक। तो यहाँ पर 2 कॉपर थे, यहाँ पर भी 2 कॉपर है, सही है? यहाँ पर 4 नाइट्रोजन थे, यहाँ पर भी 4 नाइट्रोजन है, यहाँ पर 6 वाटर थे, यहाँ पर भी सीधे सीधे 6 वाटर है, ठीक है? नाउ लुक एट ऑक्सीजन, यहाँ पर 2 2 जा 4 और 4 3 जा 12, तो 12 ऑक्सीजन थे। तो लेट्स लुक, 2 ऑक्सीजन्स, सही है, 4 2 जा 8 ऑक्सीजन्स एंड 2 ऑक्सीजन्स, तो 2 + 8 + 2 दैट इज 12, ठीक है? तो पूरी इक्वेशन बैलेंस हो गई है, कोई मसला?
No, sir.
दिस विल बी 4, ऑलराइट। if they had not put a 2 over here, if they had not put a 2 over here, तो यहाँ पे होता CuO + 2NO2 + ½ O2 + 3H2O, यहाँ पे हाफ
सब
लग
कुछ
जाता है,
आधा आधा हो जाता है.
सब कुछ आधा आधा हो जाता है। When the hydrated copper to nitrate crystals are heated, steam is produced. When the steam condenses on a cool surface, it turns into a colorless liquid. Anhydrous cobalt 2 chloride is used to show the colorless liquid contain water. How does the color of anhydrous cobalt chloride change? What does the color change occur? मतलब what is the change of color of
Pink
cobalt to
color, ये pink वाला?
pink? तो होता है बिल्कुल आखिर में जाके पिंक हो जाएगा, but what does it
Color,
start from?
color of the pink?
Colorless.
No, it starts from blue,
White.
ठीक है? It starts from
Oh.
blue, ठीक है? It starts from blue to pink, ठीक है?
Okay. TV कर दे.
Okay.
All right. उसके बाद है how
How
would
would
the
this?
student test to determine if water produced in B is pure?
Oh, boiling point wala.
Very good. Excellent. They will check its boiling point.
They will make sure it boils at 100 degrees
They will check
Celsius.
if it's
That is the
boiling
only thing that's in my dimag.
point is
Engraved.
माशाल्लाह इतना एक्यूरेट तो हो ही नहीं सकता. 6 बज गए और इनकी कॉल आना शुरू हो गई. 1 मिनट दीजिएगा.
Okay.